Alrighty folks, welcome to part 4 of my first ever playthrough of Rogue Trader. We have been kicking ass and taking names. You know, we're getting revenge for Theodora von Valancius being murdered, our ancestor or family member. The attack on our ship has been avenged with the death of Aurora, getting her ass handed to her. But now something very odd has happened. The star looked as if it imploded. So we're going to be continuing tonight, diving back in. It's a little later on the stream than I had hoped for, but I've been exhausted today. So, overall though, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're over on YouTube, please don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe. And of course, if you're over on Twitch or Kick, don't forget to hit that follow button. So, without further ado, let's dive right back in.
None shall stand in my way. I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Show them no mercy. Hold on.
We're back to fighting rebels again.
Let's get to it.
Alright. Cassia. Angry Cassia. How many are there? 6. Where are they all? So 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're all right in front of us. Okay. Cassia, let's move you.
I'm afraid not. My warp sight reveals something.
Here we go. Out of my way.
No! These ropey flashes are choking me.
As the tactical imperative dictates. My vow is to serve. Naturally. I need a foothold.
Let's get to it.
Okay, attacking with power is pointless. You gotta love how they're just shooting at each other. Beautiful, light them up.
Strike is a prayer. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Very nice. Very nice.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
My tactics are flawless. Opposing me was your biggest mistake. All too easy. Not a problem for me.
High momentum.
I will do my duty. Follow my lead.
Duty prevails.
Let's get to it.
It's nothing.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality. My success is an irrefutable certainty.
I won't object to it. Take heed, rogue trader.
Rejoice in battle! The Emperor favors me today. I better myself through my service.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. Victory awaits.
Alright, the
Pay
rebel
attention.
scum are dead.
Duty prevails.
Yes, give me the... Give it all again.
Halt! I noticed something.
Over there.
Never doubt me. The Emperor favors me today.
The Emperor always favors you. You're a fucking sister of battle. Alright, so... Away we go.
Follow my lead.
We're gonna end up in another fight right here. Or maybe not. We've been through this map already. Oh boy, we just saved. And that would be why. The stench of Isolene and blood blankets the starport. Echoes of shouts and gunfire drift over the landing pads. The shards of plexiglass crunch underfoot. You recognize Sergeant Malgar among the crowd, hidden next to the shuttles. He was the soldier who greeted you upon your arrival on Rykad Minoris. A group of bloodied and frightened people is wedged between Malgar's wardens and the shuttle. You recognize them as the governor of the planet and the members of his high-ranking entourage. Their expensive attire has been torn in the fight and many bear wounds left by bayonets. Let's examine the people in front of the shuttle. Some of the nobles are paralyzed with fear. Others have succumbed to despair. 2 corpses are lying on the ground with their arms outstretched. Black blood has pooled under one of them. The other's skull has been split open like a nut, encircled by a pinkish crimson halo of bone splinters and bits of brain matter. Sergeant Malgar, I demand an immediate report. What is going on here? Sergeant spins around to face you, his face a twisted grimace of anger. Our esteemed governor and his gang of cronies have been cowering behind us, and now, when things get rough, they thought they could scarf it and leave us here to die. We've shed our blood for him and broken our backs to provide for him. And after all this, you think that's fair, you piece of rock shit? Malgar's stun baton hits the governor in the chest, causing the adornments of the governor's uniform to jingle in unison. The governor spits out blood and opens his mouth to respond when his head explodes. His body falls limp to the side. His remaining eyes stare upward. The chorus of the nobles' screams cannot drown out the sergeant's spiteful whisper. Enough! You've said your piece. For generations upon generations, the nobles of this world cared for Rykad Minoris and ensured the prosperity of its inhabitants. And this is your gratitude, peasant? For killing a nobleman, you deserve to be executed where you stand. Cassia throws out her hand, and Malgar's knees buckle. My mentor is right. The rabble truly have no honor. Abelard looks at the governor's body, his brow furrowed. Madness, punishable by death. We don't have time for this. We need to get to the shuttle now. Let's see here. Let's use Cassia to persuade. Another in your position could have forgotten that the Emperor protects all his subjects, but surely not you. It is your duty to help anyone you can. Persuasion test succeeded. The sergeant frowns at you. I don't know why you stick up for these parasites. They never would have helped someone like me, but they don't deserve to die either. You're right about that. Not all of them, at least. A dull thud comes from the deep of the starport. Heavy footsteps shake the rock free, raising an unpleasant tremor in your bones.
You thought you had killed Aurora.
Oh,
False believers. Trip. For I am Aurora. I am the herald of change.
It's a
Behold
fucking space
the
marine.
final
Chaos
dawn
space marine.
and die.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Nah,
To the
motherfucker.
false emperor.
Oh, he fucking just slaughtered everybody. Alright, who am I on first? Bethany. We need to back you up here to the sniper. Abelard, I want you right there. Pascal, let's get you right there. Heinrich, I want you up here as well. Argenta, you're fighting the arch enemy, so let's get you behind cover. And Cassia, we're going to stand you right there, and you, no. Cassia behind cover. Okay, let's go. Good hit. Good hit.
Focus, Van
Jesus.
Kellogg's. Focus.
Doubt is for the weak. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Here we go.
No, and of course there's ground troops coming in too. What do we got? We got Pascal. Cool. Buff everybody.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. Advancing.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Nothing I can't do.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. If I may.
Out of my way. Let's get to it.
Okay, so we got a lot of ground troops coming in. Let's concentrate fire.
Suits my purposes.
How?
Already done. Not a problem.
Okay, a little better. Heinrich.
But of course, Lord Captain.
There we go. Get your happy ass here, and I want you
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. I won't object to it.
to... Yes. Now, you can scream all you want. I know you're a space marine, but that don't mean you're gonna fucking survive this fight, Buster.
It will be done. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Grey hair, sure hair.
Oh, yeah.
Brace yourself, Avalon!
Nice try, motherfucker. Okay. Argenta, you need to
Blessed
heal.
be the hand of the healer. I'll do it. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
He is just that's it's the ceramite armor.
Here we go.
Pain cleanses the body.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
Sorry, so
Take us through the Emperor's faithful.
they're all dead though.
My vow is to serve. Request approved.
At your beck and call.
Do not dare ask. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. That is foolishness. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
From the ashes.
Let's make it quick.
Oh shit, we might actually lose the sister in this fight.
Nothing I can't do.
Concentrate fire.
Suits my purpose.
How the hell? I tell you to shoot straight in front of you, shoot far to the left and kill the fucking friendly. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Nothing I can't do.
There are so many things wrong
Naturally.
with that. Like, how is your accuracy that high?
Let's see to it.
Yeah, nice try, big man. Alright, Abel.
It will be done.
Buff.
I will
Sworn
do
enemy.
my duty.
Cleave that motherfucker.
An exemplary strike.
Very nice.
Just a minor
Attack
setback.
of opportunity and returns to attempt to fail. Ooh, he's in rough shape. Okay, we need to keep.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. Messiah condemns you.
Go to kill those, thank you.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
For the throne's glory. But of course, Lord Captain.
Aurora is not very impressive, clearly.
If I may,
Suits my purposes. All too easy.
Very nice, very nice.
Suits my purposes.
Good hit. Good hit. Heinrich, let's keep these guys up.
Everyone, step aside.
My place is at the fore.
I can see bright colors again.
The Omnissiah value.
That will never stop being satisfying.
I have read tomes of military tactics. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Already done. You stand a chance.
You killed him. Good shit. And we just leveled up.
I won't
Fuck
tolerate weakness.
Very nice. Alright, before we board the shuttle and get the hell out of here,
We
have
shall
level ups.
prevail.
it is our final level up. Alright. Yes. Ooh, yes, please.
A new
All
challenge
right.
for me.
Back to the ship, everybody. You know, for a Chaos Space Marine, Aurora kind of got her ass handed to her. Or him. I've always seen Aurora as a woman's name. I don't know. But he definitely got his ass handed to him, that's for sure. He couldn't kill one person. Thanks be to the Emperor. You are alive, your ladyship. We are most gratified by your return, and the crew is full of zeal to carry out any orders you may have. Before anything else, I will hear an account of what happened to the system's sun. Lord Captain, we saw a number of ships approach the sun, black creations of inhuman make, amalgams of sharp angles and edges. They surrounded the star, and then My apologies, but I struggle to find words that could describe the terrible sight. The Xenos made the sun vanish into the void. The interrogator closes his eyes and grimaces. Ducati. You see Abelard's expression change as if a shadow has suddenly fallen over him. He rubs his temple wearily, as if we did not have enough troubles on our hands already. The Xenos, enemies of humanity. Hendrix nods. A breed of the Aldari, the most cruel and devious of their kind. The design of their ships matches the description provided by the Voxmaster. Like all Xenos, the Drukhari are a blight on the face of the galaxy, but their technological superiority is indisputable. They abhor and fear warp sorcery, which is why they rely on creations of their twisted intellect. And many of those creations are capable of things that may seem akin to sorcery to the unenlightened eye. The theft of a sun is one example of what they are capable of. Are they in league with Aurora's cultists? We can't rule out that possibility. The Drukhari would never ally themselves with the archenemy's worshippers. Or we can rule out that possibility. The Drukhari would never ally themselves with the archenemy's worshippers. If I had to name one thing that humanity and the Xenos have in common, it would be a shared loathing for warp corruption. Heinrichs glances around. The situation calls for immediate action, Bethany. We cannot continue this conversation, or we can continue this conversation later if you wish, but right now, he gestured at the deck teeming with tumultuous activity. I believe you should assume command. What's the current situation on board? The navigator's sanctum is no longer empty, but the warp engine is still refusing to obey the engine seers. Without it, we cannot perform a warp jump. It may be angry, or perhaps it is lamenting the injuries it has suffered. I will immediately initiate preparations for a prayer service. If the Omnissiah grants me comprehension, I will appease the machine spirit of this vessel. What is happening on the planet now? Our auger operators are reporting numerous uprisings and other manifestations of the archenemy's powers at various locations on the planet. Based on the fragments of communications picked up by our Vox operators, there is practically no resistance being offered by the governor's forces. Millions of people are converting to the blasphemous Final Dawn cult en masse and assembling in prayer circles. Do we have any hope of retaking the planet? I fear that Rykad Minoris is lost. The situation is deteriorating by the minute. We must leave this system as soon as possible. However, there are still people on the planet who have not succumbed to heresy and who are worthy of rescue. Besides the small number of our own shuttles, we also have the shuttles salvaged from Starport. The dark eyes of the Sister of Battle flash. We must save as many as we can. This has all happened for a reason. Saint Argenta, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is famed for saving the people of a dying world through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from the heavens that lifted the saint and her powers and her followers up to the sky, away from corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all our efforts to saving those people who at this moment look to the heavens in hope of salvation. The lives of peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the Holy Relic, the miraculous fusion reactor, and the Electro priests who guard and tend to it. Every moment we spend in proximity to a dying world, we are putting ourselves at risk. Your life, Lord Captain, is far more valuable than all of Rykad Minoris. The Von Valancius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish, and so lamenting though it is, we must rule out the idea of any evacuation. Heinrich's eyes, like two deep, dark pools, are resolutely fixed on you. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants along with it. The disappearance of the star was the final nudge toward death, the finale of the Cult of Dawn's plans. I once witnessed a similar event, a world that had suffered to the servants, or surrendered to the servants of the archenemy, and permitted corruption to enter too deep. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down before those who promised them salvation, and they are willingly giving over their souls to chaos, a sacrifice great enough to bring forth a demon world. Our only hope of stopping this process is to retreat to a safe distance from the planet and conduct targeted bombing of the Electro Priest's monastery. If we blow up the reactor, a thermonuclear reaction will follow. The world's oxygen will evaporate, killing off the entire biosphere. In doing this, we will save millions of souls from a fate far worse than death, and we will save Rykad Minoris from becoming an outpost of the arch enemy. Whatever fate you choose for this world, I urge you to make haste, Lord Captain. The planet is burning in raging flashes of crimson and purple. I can see it even from orbit. As do I see the storms already upon us. With every moment that we waste, it grows even more difficult and perilous to steer the ship through the warp's turbulent currents. I'm with the lady on this. Enough talking, we need to get out of here while we still can. Set an optimal course and carry out an orbital strike on the Electro Priest Monastery. Rykad Minoris must fall. I agree. Yes, Lord Captain. I will immediately inform the navigation and artillery decks of the impending maneuver. The right choice, Lord Captain. May the sacred Exterminatus cleanse this veil of corruption. The bridge is in upheaval. The Technomat's prayers mix together in a senseless cacophony, while servitors work hastily to remove a hardened crust of sacred unguents from the warp engine's components. In the middle of all this tumult stands Pascal, with a data slate clutched in his hand, seemingly connected from the flurry of activity around him. Magos, why don't you assume control of the Technomats? Surely their contribution will speed things up. There would only be a hindrance. I am searching for a way to rectify this error. Pascal is muttering without taking his eyes off the data slate. There is a certain anxiousness to the way he moves his mechadendrites. So what is going on here? The warp sexton is not responding to commands. The ship's spirit is rejecting our prayers in anger and currently calculating a plea that might appease the noble spirit. Magos, if you do not bring this situation under control, we will all perish. Act swiftly. You are right. This is my temple. His vox blooms with power. Tech comrades, heed my instruction. The mayhem immediately subsides and the crew's actions fall into some indiscernible logic. The Omnissiah's servants start working in sync, and the binaric clamor becomes a symphony of reports, which the Magos coordinates like a skillful conductor. Admirably done, Pascal. The Omnissiah guides you. The prayers of the tech priests surrounding the cogitator almost drown out the sound of the bustling bridge behind you. Pascal, poring intently over the data slate in his hands, extends a mechadendrite toward you. Please take your place at the cogitator, Lord Captain. Please, first, explain what we are doing. I studied the data and discovered a machine node that was damaged as a result of the heretic sabotage. The functioning of the warp section was tampered with, and the ship's spirit, aggrieved by this violation of the right of operation, is now rejecting its calculations. I sought a way to rectify this error and concluded that your participation is necessary to do so. Let's do it. The huge machine in front of us is lit with dozens of vid screens and hundreds of lumens. The blinking lights and endless rush of symbols and digits on the screen, or on the green background, make your eyes water, and a vague sense of alarm simmers in the depths of your mind. The typical reaction of a layperson when confronted with the magnitude of the Omnissiah's creation. Among the numerous controls, you see the mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same as at the gate of the warrant chamber. Pascal's voice becomes imbued with imperious force. Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Acolytes, prepare the incense instrumentation for the liturgy of machine spirit propitiation. Senior technomats, recite the prayers to generate a current data report. Operations will be marked with the campanological protocol. Omnissiah, rejoice. I must inform you that for the purpose of safety, complete reassembly of the warp section and updating of its data smith blessings are required. If this is not done, then at launch the volume of aggregate calculation errors could result in the destruction of the data crypt. But as we do not have 100 hours at our disposal, we must omit this procedure. Pascal looks down at the data slate in his hand. A minor deviation from the right of operation for the sake of appeasing the spirit. What must I do? Place your hand inside the throat of the cogitator guardian, the cyber gargoyle. which has been assigned to guard the forbidden data crypts. The dynastic blood extracted from your veins will serve as a key to the data core where the machine spirit dwells. To it we will offer our prayers so that we may bypass the protective protocol for defensive connections and launch the warp sector. The laws of the Omnissiah know no exceptions, and so in this ritual I remain at your side to placate the wrathful machine spirit in whose abode you will be intruding. Follow my liturgies, Lord Captain, and may we receive his blessing. Let's do it. The metal jaws clamp down in your hand, breaking your delicate corporeal sheath and releasing warm red liquid into its gullet. At the same moment, the image on the vid screen before you changes. Connecting. 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 Reach out and touch the keys on the instrument panel. Lord Captain, please, you will anger the machine spirit before we have removed the restriction. By my authority, I revoke the inviolability protocol of the warp engine. One of the screens turns red. Pascal sees this and raises his hand, signaling to the rest of the tech priest. Then withdraws a connector from his sleeve and connects it to the machine. Servants of the Omnissiah, make now the offerings of cleansed data crypts to the machine spirit so that it may be filled with their true and calibrated data. May the Omnissiah have mercy on our souls. In meek solemnity, the acolytes offer up the cleansed data crypts to the warp engine, one after another, repeating prayers of exaltation. After anointing the contacts with sacred unguents, Pascal inserts them into the cogitator slots. Your head begins to spin from the holy censer's foul-smelling clouds of smoke, and from the loss of the blood that the cyber gargoyle continues to drink from you, and the world swims before your eyes. Let this mechanism awaken in renewed purity. Pascal enters a sequence of commands and raises his head, watching the vid screens. Suddenly he stops dead. No. His fingers fly over the command rooms, entering command after command. His mechadendrites, clicking their pincers, pull at one lever after another. The vid screens fill with strings of symbols, completely incomprehensible to you, but clearly conveying something to the Magos. Is everything alright, Magos? After a few seconds, one of the data crypts mounted on the cogitator begins to emit sparks. A moment later, another data crypt does the same. The next bursts in the flame and gives off foul-smelling smoke. Around you, the Omnissiah's servants break off from their prayers and someone bursts into frantic bleeding. Pascal mournfully grates out. The massive errors in the warp section's calculation is destroying the data repositories. The offering did not appease the ship's spirit. The warp engine cannot be filled with the motive force. We are trapped. Perhaps an alternate Ryzan protocol or an emergency launch of the auxiliary coil. He bends over the cogitator, but something in his pose and movements reveals his desperation. While the other vid screens are filled with more and more strings of symbols, the monitor in front of you blinks and its static image changes. Pascal is too engrossed in his ritual to notice. Read the information on the vid screen. Stab true, stab false, perturb, disturb, interest. Machine spirit, can you hear me? The cogitator servant creaks quietly in its joints, a sound that is drowned out by the binary hymns and the tapping of command rooms. Input, prompt, ping, rec, rest, injury, rescue, query. Rescue? Yes, machine spirit, rescue us. Pascal turns to you. Lord Captain, the excess emotion in your command will render it unintelligible to... Pascal's next vocalization goes unsynthesized as he sees the vid screens begin to stabilize one after another. The strings frenetically gallop across the green background, are replaced with stable images or regularly updated status reports. Only one monitor remains inexplicably red. The tech priest box crackles in shock, but his report is as clipped and clinical as ever. Registering. Warp sectant activated. Registering. Data stream stabilizing. Registering. 0 data errors found. Reporting, the warp engine is ready for translation. After a pause, Pascal adds, I'm also reporting evidence indicating a Category 3 miracle fulfilling the criterion. Thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in glorification of its function and in defiance of deactivation. Lord Captain, Ravor here. The crew are almost finished carrying out the orders given earlier, and I've just received confirmation from the engineering halls. I don't know what you did, but the warp engine's up and ready to go. We're ready to begin the translation to the warp, Your Ladyship. What just happened? Pascal pauses. I hypothesize that the ship's spirit heard our prayers and intervened. It summoned the power of the Omnissiah to do something beyond my comprehension. It appears the Omnissiah perceives and knows the power of your faith, Pascal. You will not have worked this miracle otherwise. I hope you will grant me a revelation that will allow me to comprehend the nature of this miracle. Alright, contact. No, I know little of the Omnissiah's sacred machines, but what I saw on the screen looked strange. A non-standard output of information lost in the data core. Servitors used as data conduits are not always fully lobotomized. Fragments of their thoughts can appear even in pure code. Alright, let's contact Reward. The Lord Captain speaking. I give the order to commence translation to the warp. Waiting for you to ascend to the Captain's throne, Lord Captain. May the Emperor protect us. Alright. We have finished Exterminatus of Rycap, of course.
Attention! Preparation procedures for warp translation have been initiated. All crew stand by.
Oh boy, here we go.
The Von Valancia's flagship made its way out of the doomed star system. As the void ships plunged deeper into the Coronis expanse, the rogue trader's subjects bid a formal farewell to the late head of the dynasty, Theodora von Valancius. Having paid their last respects, the crew gathered their strength and braced themselves for whatever was to come next.
Alright, we finished Act 1. Lord Captain, allow me to report. Our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Orselio informs me that we have reached the point where we can translate to real space in the Furibundus system. The Lady Navigator and her pilots are awaiting your permission to begin the process. The Furibundus system is home to Footfall, the only Imperium outpost with a functioning wharf in the Coronis expanse. The tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machines worn down by the warp and to allow the servants of the Omnissiah to inspect and heal the void ship's wounds in the dock. The prayers and rituals will take some time, with our astropathic choir will use to establish a connection with the prime worlds of your protectorate, Dragonis, Janus, and Kiava Gamma. Master Zachary Weiss has recovered an invitation previously adrift in the Immaterium. The Liege of Footfall has humbly requested an audience with the rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. According to Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. I quote, apparently the Liege is anxious to meet as soon as possible. Footfall, the place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he will be interested in talking to you as well, Bethany. I will be leaving your void ship when we arrive on Footfall. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete. Your ladyship, young Yvain Winterscale, has asked me to convey his gratitude for your hospitality, and for saving him from certain death. Not wishing to outstay his welcome, he plans to disembark at Footfall. Lord Yvain swears he will not forget his debt to you. I hereby inform the rogue trader that during a comprehensive system inspection raid, this unit discovered data clusters within the captain's cogitator that are concealed from prying eyes by means of a personal cipher and a sacrament of algorithmic authorization. Unit Bethany von Valancius has been added to the access list and assigned to the identifier Keeper 2. The unit can access the data from the captain's cogitator provided that she possesses the decryption key. You detect a hint of something resembling curiosity in Pascal's mechanical voice. Are you leaving us, Heinrichs? The arrangement between the Lord Inquisitor and your predecessor was that I be transported a Footfall and no further. I dare not take advantage of your generosity and patience any more than I already have, Bethany. You're a skilled fighter. I could use people like you. What do you say we extend your stay in my retinue? Thank you for your offer, but I must decline. I'm afraid my duty to the Golden Throne comes before everything else. Argenta, who is this Reverend Hieronymus who wants to talk to me? He is the head of the Drusian mission on Footfall, and one of the most prominent clergymen in the sector. Paying him a visit is a good thing for any loyal servant of the Emperor to do. I assisted his mission before I joined Lady Theodora on her voyage. I need his blessing to accompany the new rogue trader of the von Valancius dynasty. If you wish to have me aboard your void ship, I request that we meet with Reverend Hieronymus. Vigdis, tell me about the system. Ferabundus is valuable due to its close proximity to the Maw, the gateway to the Imperium. The system is mostly known for Footfall, the main base for merchants, privateers, and rogue traders, traversing the Coronis Expanse. Additionally, the star itself is orbited by an Adeptus Mechanicus station, which is off-limits to outsiders. Alter Templum Calixus EXT-17. I had the honor of tending to this shrine for a few thousand cycles. I should guess you abstained from visiting it, as most tech comrades at the station are engaged in meditative calculations that should not be interrupted. Footfall is just a brief stop. What's next? As soon as we solve the issues plaguing the ship and establish contact with the key worlds of your protectorate, the time will come for your Magnae Accessio. Something. The official ceremony of donning the mantle of the rogue trader. It is mostly a formality at this point. You already possess all the privileges granted by the warrant, and yet is a major milestone in your personal history, the moment your name graces the list of heads of the von Valancius dynasty. We are all looking forward to that day, Lord Captain. Abelard, do you know anything about the Liege of Footfall? Vladim Tokara is a very peculiar young man. Consider your upcoming conversation a baptism of fire in Footfall's political arena. Such things are not spoken out loud, but Liege Tokara is the appointee of the Casbalica mission, the largest robber baron crime syndicate in the Calixus sector. They specialize in the cold trade, the buying and selling of all kinds of Xeno's rubbish. Footfall was previously run by a liege who did business with several criminal factions at once, but he suffered an accident. The reins of power were picked up by Vladim Tokara, whose appointment benefits not only the Casbalica, but also their most powerful ally in the Coronis Expanse, rogue trader Caligos Winterscale. Vladim is a slippery yet very cautious fellow. He does not usually beat around the bush and does not play mind games. Perhaps more importantly, he is no fool. Fools do not rise this high in the Casbalican hierarchy. Keep all this in mind. You are a rogue trader. You stand above him in status and wield considerable power. Having said that, history has seen cases where the Casvalican barons crossed swords with rogue traders and emerged victorious. Do not forget that, and remain weary, or silent, I'm not sure. The Casvalica, vile tech thieves. Pascal's voice barks out the last words like a profanity. Why does he want to see me so badly? Not you personally. He wishes to meet with the rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. Takara does not know about Lady Theodora's death, and is simply seeking an audience with the powers that be. My gut is telling me that something must be very wrong on Footfall if our astropath managed to read such strong emotion in such an anodyne message. We have no information, Lord Captain. The broadcast from the Footfall Astropathic Choir was the only missive Massive Zachary has received lately. Interdescent. Well, I reckon it's time to get out of the warp. Tell the Lady Navigator I give her leave to make the translation from the warp into real space. And here we go. Vigdis begins issuing instructions. The massive ship appears to change with her every word. The bridge is set in motion as hundreds of people start to prepare for the shift to real space, and measured chanting fills the corridors to safeguard the vessel and its crew. Vigdis turns to you again. One more thing, Lord Captain. No one on the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise, and you inheriting the title. Liege Takara will be informed. It is required so we can use the dock. And besides, he is expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader. He will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. However, there is still the matter of announcing your arrival. You can either arrive at the station with the proper pomp and ceremony, or choose to visit it incognito. I have decided. Tell the liege. Alright. Tell me in detail how these choices will benefit me. According to Footfall's unwritten laws, rogue traders enjoy special privileges that exceed even the power of the liege. However, they may choose not to exercise those privileges in certain situations. Arriving incognito will give you more room to maneuver, while an official visit will allow you to directly intervene in local affairs. I shall explain if you do not mind. As per this unwritten rule, every rogue trader arriving at the station has the right to veto any of the Legion's decisions, but there is a catch. The Cronus Expanse is home to several influential rogue trader dynasties, and Footfall is where their interests intersect. Of course, that does not prevent certain persons, namely Caligos Winterscale, from subtly pulling the strings on Footfall. If you, as a new rogue trader, start your career with an official landing and a parade in your honor, the other dynasties may see this gesture as the newcomer challenging their spheres of influence. I do not see that as a bad thing necessarily. Old Man Winterscale may take slight offense. Chordo will be put on her guard, but you have just risen to prominence, and most people in the Coronis Expanse have not even heard about Lady Theodora's departure yet. It must be made clear that the banner of Von Valancius soars as high as ever. If I may, I would recommend arriving incognito. You will have plenty of opportunities to savor the sweetness and the burden of power. But right now is the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. This way, your arrival will not draw attention, or will not draw much attention, and the people will treat you as a person and not the almighty sovereign anointed by the emperor. You could turn some situations to your advantage. So this is a hard decision. We can arrive incognito, as he said, because it's the last time the people will see me as a person. I've decided. Tell the liege I will arrive officially as the rogue trader. It will be done, Lord Captain. With your gracious permission, I will return to my duties. Yeah, we're gonna let it be known that we are the rogue trader. Alright, let's fix our inventory, because we all know that the inventory is just royally screwed at the moment. Let's see. If I'm losing Heinrichs, I don't like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and take off what I've given him. Now, Abelard. Increased armor penetration. Ooh, alright, let's see. Add cargo. Most of these are so easy to just add to cargo. Why do I have a data crypt? I don't know. Interesting. A Mesoa pattern store. Let's put that away. Put that away. Standard labs pistol, we'll put that away. Life-draining sword, a heretical follower weapon. Well, unfortunately, that's gonna have to go to Bringer of terror, heretical follower. Don't have heretical followers. Gem of dark, heretical follower. Okay. Rebel sniper rifle, 18 to 25. Okay, let's go check on Bethany. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Oh, well, where's this bolt? Yeah, it's still better than long last. Interesting. Solid projectile. I am tempted to tell him to take this one. Yeah. It's a psychic weapon, I know that, but at the same time... I'm not excited about losing him. I'm really not. I am kind of upset about that, actually. Okay, so that sorts every... Ooh, here we go. Telepath staff. Yeah, I think we're gonna upgrade your staff there. Oh, that's an Inquisition staff. Very nice, very nice. So we add the cargo. To cargo. Everybody's good on grenades, yes. Oh, you could use another grenade. Yes. Okay, so we are squared away with inventory now. I know I have a level up for one of my teammates. Dogmatic, 42 out of 25, or 45. Expanse map. Ravor, Lord Captain. Ravor's voice over the Vox sounds weary rather than annoyed. I'm getting reports of several ships moving towards us. Judging by the fact that they're not responding to our hails and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries, they're not here for a chinwag. Ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command. Where did they come from? Why haven't you noticed them before? Could this be the work of Kunrad Voitvia? Can we evade this combat? Alright, where did they come from? The rubbish of Furibundus, and I'm not talking about these wrecks that are about to open fire. I mean the remains of a meteorites. Gas clouds, refuse from the shipyards, it all bunches together. And the smaller ships hide behind it to harass ships as they emerge from the wharf. Could this be the work of Kunrad Voitvia? It's possible he could have hired these scum, or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of our ship and decided to push his luck. Alright, on my order, all stations get ready for void combat.
Finally, some real action.
Interesting. Cobra-class destroyers coming in. Okay, we've got ship combat. Fuck yeah. We've engaged the enemy in space combat. Battles in space and on the surfaces of planets work quite differently, obviously. In space, the battlefield is separated into 3 zones marked by various degrees of brightness. Acceleration zone, mid-movement zone, end movement zone. Ships travel at high speeds even during combat, which is why both your ships and those of your enemies must move a certain distance in each round. You can only end your turn once your ship has traversed this minimum distance. Move the ship, select an accessible cell on the battlefield, and press A. Once you do, you will see a hologram of the ship, and that'll let me confirm. Okay. Gloriam Libertas.
Set the course!
What happened? Fire! Ship's defenses. Some ships are protected by shields. To deal damage to such an enemy, you must first pierce their shields. 2 shield arrays cover the ship's sides. One protects its bow and one its stern. When facing an enemy ship equipped with shields, choose your angle wisely and direct your fire at a side where the shields are weakened or completely depleted. fucking beautiful. Look at him run.
Lay in the course.
Oh, he is part of it. He's an idiot.
This one's going down.
Good shot. Good shot.
The time has come.
Very nice. Very nice.
Lay in the course.
They really do want to escape, don't they?
Fire the lance batteries.
That should be a pain in the ass.
This one's going down.
A worthy contribution to Lady Theodora's legacy.
Battle is over. So the other ship escaped. He ran away. In a way, I'm kind of glad. It would have took forever to actually get all the way over there. It's a dead world. That's particular. This thing is just dead. Lord Captain, the station's airlocks have been sealed from the inside. A Vox recording is stating that the priesthood of the Alter Templum Calixus EXT-17 Sanctuary has no desire to communicate with the Lady and Laity and are refusing access to guests on the basis of the Adeptus Mechanicus privilege of inviolability, granting them sole jurisdiction over their sacred sites. That's fair. Lord Captain, we have the flagship Drusus's blessing with a small escort dead ahead. They are requesting a direct Vox channel, patching you through. Chartist Captain Orterius Thorfast. Greetings, Lord Captain. I am honored to speak with the rogue trader of House von Valancius. May your name be known through the ages. Chartist Captain Arturius Thorfast, Bearer of a free charter of the merchant fleet, how can I be of service? What is your squadron doing here? We develop supply routes for chartists. You see, my ship is a representative of the merchant fleet in this part of Imperium territory, yet we do not have a fixed charter-defined trade route. Our mission is to establish business contracts with voidfarers in need of regular ship repairs and those who are interested in specialized goods. Let's take a look at the catalog of components available for purchase. Interesting. Okay, scrap box. What's a scrap box give me? Immediately consume the item provides 50 scrap. Can't say no to that. Interesting. Go and grab it because it might come in handy. Same with the lance. Not real interested in these other things. I'm just not. Okay. Well, we're all done with you then. So, void ship management. Upgrade the array. Upgrade the shields. So we do need that. Alright, let's get a save in real quick. And with that, let's head to football. Void Dock Alpha Row. Liege representative. The welcome procession is not particularly long, but it does attract attention. Everyone is dressed in their finest apparel, every button gleaming. Standing in front of the others is a woman with clearly expensive implants. She bows in a solemn curtsy. Rogue Trader, Footfall welcomes you. On behalf of the Liege, Lord Vladimir Takara, allow me to express my joy at your arrival. The Liege awaits you at his residence, but should you have any other business to conduct on the station, I will be honored to serve as your guide. Cassia's lip curls slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of words and welcome, far less appealing hues lurk, murky and diluted. The look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Someone's coming, and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Abelard sighs and casually places his hand on his weapon. Adira, what's coming? Judging by the voices, there's a lot of them. Angry. They've got teeth, but they aren't that sharp. Their strength is their numbers. Pray, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such a cryptic pronoun?
Hey, newcomers!
And she's dead.
How's this for a warm welcome?
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
I'll bleed you dry.
Alright, Abelard, shift right. Argenta. Shift right as well. Bethany, shift left. Pascal. Straight ahead. Cassia, let's put you here. Adira, let's put Argenta. Okay, you cheeky bastard.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
That you screwballs will be able to do a damn
Can
thing.
escape the Emperor's judgment. Faith without deeds is worthless. That is not the Emperor's will. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
A tactically sound approach.
I can handle this. How dare you?
Nothing I can't do. All too easy. Forge ahead! Posing was your biggest mistake.
Good kill.
Show me what you've got.
You will endure.
Time to fly.
I'm in range.
Hold on.
I'll live another day.
They're so angry yet so shy.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? It's the fury of House Orcelio.
Yeah, y'all didn't like that, did you?
I'm afraid not.
Otherwise.
Do not dare ask. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Alright, Abelard. Taunt the bastards, there
Activate calculated fury algorithm. Request approved. Running binary override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Yeah, get fucked. Let's see, what do we have here? We're gonna cover evil art.
I'm not so sure.
Let's get to it.
Oh, we got more coming in now.
Let's get to it.
And more. Good lord.
Momentum.
Doubt is for the weak.
Roast them something first.
Ministration is a holy task.
At your beck and call. Indeed. One fewer target.
Another one's dead.
Scared yet? Yup. On here, maggot.
Deliver us!
Poor Cassia, that looked like it hurt.
Nothing I can't do. Not a problem. Nothing of value has been lost.
You cannot escape that fate.
My ears are ringing.
As duty demands.
Nothing I can't do. You didn't stand a chance. I shall not fear.
My vow is to serve. Request approved. Running binary override.
Amelia must die. Oh, they all died.
I know what is to come. Be gone! As the Emperor commands.
My trajectory is sub.
Alright, we got him. Oh, there's still one more alive somewhere. Where the hell is the last one? Oh, right friggin' in front of me. just knocked on their ass, apparently.
Follow my lead. I took care of this one.
There we go. Emperor, protect me. They killed. Every time I warn them, and then they go all, dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this happen? Who could have thought? Stop quivering, unwashed worm. Oh God. Alright, fear not, young man, we took care of the attackers. You know who they were. Your ladyship, those guys were Anvers. They're a gang. They're the worst. I'm telling you, they're scared of no one, not even Lish Takara. Does this happen often around here? Shooting? Yes. Attacks on nobles? Not very often, unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. Go report this to your liege. Yes, I'm sorry, your ladyship. I'll just go report to the liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Alright, I will be right back. I need to go take care of something. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's get back into it.
It's about time.
We are the spear.
Should I divine our next step?
None
Did I mention
shall
that my
stand in my
whispers
way.
tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
Pretty fair amount of goods on that guy. Oh, more over here. Oh, there's so many dead people everywhere. Interesting. This is a code of some sort in order to get to a thing of goods.
Follow my lead.
Very nice. We got something going on over here.
A new challenge for me.
Oh, what was that?
lay claim to the stars.
Opticon 22, the tall, hunched-tech priest, stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. Okay. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logos Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, and donations. Initiating official greeting procedure for esteemed high-value visitors. Glorious success to House von Valancius. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logistar Theta. What is Theta? Under the contractual obligation in question, 34,761 Terran cycles ago, the Explorator fleet received from representatives of the von Valancius dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle account. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the fleet can be made to von Valancius assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled and archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment. Yes, I'll take the payment. The request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded into the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation, Logistar Theta, is concluded. To consign the fleet thanks House von Valancius for its cooperation. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Mechanicus is interested in and considers expeditiously cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the von Valancius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The fleet will be glad, alternate unavailable, to accept any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items. Reminder, stored, study, under disposal of the aforementioned objects, with the exception of 3 miscellaneous items, is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay, so first thing we're going to do holy gifts, provisions, Mechanicus creations, holy gifts. I feel like I've just got way too much fuel at this point. Wow, yeah, I've got shit tons of fuel. Alright. Obviously we want the med kits. Okay, that's all you can do for me.
It's about
But we
time.
got some goodies here. much better. I guess she can't carry more than one medkit. Really missing gloves at this point. Adira, okay.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Alright, so now this way.
How may I?
Color the
I'm always ready.
Alright, to the atrium. Where are you?
Every time I come here, I nearly go deaf. The sounds of the past.
The buzzing crowd is closed in on several harried-looking individuals. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt. A massacre is about to take place. Instigator, just cut their throats already. What were they thinking letting that ship dock at Footfall? They're all stricken. No, no cutting. We get their blood on us, we'll be tainted too. Better burn them. Huh? Hieronymus Doloroso. Be quiet, you scoundrel. A priest clad in a simple black raiment cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare press judgment on others. What arrogance to think you have the right. Argenta starts at the sight of the elderly priest. That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he's decided to intervene in a street sprawl. Watch in silence. Reverend, but these are heretics, real heretics. Their whole planet is plagued. Folks say they all died over there, and why is that, huh? Because they're heretics and the Emperor punished them. We're no heretics, one of the people surrounded by the crowd raises his chin. We ran from the heretics, barely escaped with our eyes, and there was no plague on our planet, only the arch-enemy's minions, a whole army of them. He spits on the ground. And if you want to blame anyone, blame those who abandoned our world, blame the governor, blame the tech priest, blame the masters of Kiava Gamma who forsook it in its darkest hour. What's going on here? Several dozen gazes bore into you, and who are you supposed to be? I am Bethany, rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. Rabarazzo's expression changes completely, and he makes a clumsy attempt at a bow, then crumples to his knees. Your ladyship, I'm so sorry for not recognizing you. You see, it's just that it's your first time on Footfall, and we didn't know. We were just rooting out Heresy here. These scrawny ones, they're from the ship that came from the bowels of the Coronis Expanse. They've got plague there, and mutants, and now they're spreading the rot everywhere. That taint, they're all... Silence! You must be completely out of your minds. A band of woefully dim-witted reprobates who think themselves bringers of justice? Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? We just want to put these heretics to death. We're not heretics, we're refugees. I swear it on the Golden Throne. We served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors and heretics, the lot of them. A murmur runs through the crowd. The people gawk at you, at the priest, at the wretched group huddling in the center. How tiring. The motley sea of colors that fills this restless crowd is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acid yellow streaks of fear. Their red buds swelling, ready to burst and paint all who are gathered here. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purplish-black grief, but their words are as transparent as the ice that lies at the top of the glacier. The commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in their affairs is hardly worthy of you or me. I am the mistress of Kiava Gamma, and if these people are my subjects, then I am the only one who can decide what to do with them. I command the onlookers to disperse. As for the rest of you, go to the docks and await further instructions. Hey, you look a lot... Hey, you lot heard what her ladyship said. Get to the docks. Don't you worry none, your ladyship. We'll go with these people. We'll watch them and make sure they keep their trap shut about you. Well, that dealt with that. Random servo skull. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. I am Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have the time. We can talk then.
Follow my lead.
Alright, well that took care of that. We got more info here.
Doubt is for the weak. I rise to the occasion.
Operation successful.
We must act. None shall stand in my way.
so much loot. Pascal, use the cogitator.
This Explorer tool is blessed with multifunctionality. The machine god grants the insight.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Okay, hold on. Let's back up. Oh, there's shields up on there. Back up here. We got a pair of boots. What have we got?
It's about time. I'm always ready.
Alright, there's so much loot and interactable people here.
Operation successful.
So much loot. I mean, I'm not about to complain at all.
Because Baraka trades Xeno artifacts on footfall. They're fairly blatantly at that. And the Ordo Xenos is in no hurry to rectify the situation.
A new challenge for me?
There it is.
Follow my lead.
I am just all over the place right now. Okay. Shot people. Oh, found somebody. The low hum of voices quiets and it does engage a shift to you. A tall man with a shaved head is rubbing his head together nervously. His opulent clothes are nearly bursting at the seams of his muscular body, and his expression is formidably grim. Still, he's trying to put on an air of friendliness. Greetings, you must be Lady Von Valancius, your ladyship. I heard about your arrival on Footfall, of course, and about Lady Theodora's passing, but I wasn't told you're not on the list. He stops. That's not a problem, of course. Please, come on in. Chaplain is about to begin. But we're waiting for one more attendee to arrive. Fidelio. Without Fidelio, it's all been for nothing. Let's look around for awareness. The gathering you found yourself at seemed refined and respectable at first glance. The decorations and the attendees' clothes speak of wealth, so does the location, which isn't far from the Legion's residence. But you notice that most of the gathering are of rather imposing physique. Many of them have scars of military-grade implants. Several of the guests look like they're covering the exit. Few are clearly carrying concealed weapons. I wonder who this Fidelio is and why they cannot start proceedings until he arrives. Judging by the way that fellow with the list was talking about the individual, it's something very important. It's not a name or person. What is this place? I know nothing about the place, but I can feel that something's in the works here. I sense danger and opportunity. Join the attendees. Oh, looks like a funeral. Oh, what a terrible, sorrowful day. We pay our respects to the life and soul of Footfall Society, a loyal servant of the Imperium, a generous benefactor who spared no expense to keep the fire of faith burning, and an example to all future generations. The most noble and unforgettable Master Bellardo. This loss, the fussy administrative clerk speaks in a strained voice and keeps peeking at a paper with text on it. His speech drags on and on, blending into a monotonous cascade of praises of the late Master Bellardo. So let us offer a prayer to the Emperor for the repose of Master Bellardo's soul and the prosperity of his heirs. I now pass you over to our most revered chaplain. The chaplain, a formidable-looking man dressed in the attire of an ecclesiarchy missionary, glares at the grateful crowd. At the gathering crowd. And here you all are, you vultures. Let's offer a prayer then. But if you think that the Emperor, or the messenger of his will, in other words, myself, does not see into your vile souls, you're sorely mistaken. Chaplain looks at you and gives a slight nod. I wasn't referring to our esteemed guest, but the rest of you I know all too well. So go ahead, pray for Bellardo's soul. Soon the flames will take him, a fitting end for a life like his. May the Emperor keep his soul. Without another word, Chaplain makes the sign of the Aquila, and pointedly turns away from the attendees. Whoever prepared the body of the gray-haired man laying in the coffin, they did a good job. Even in death, he looks majestic. Abelard maintains a grave expression befitting the occasion until he sees the face of the deceased. He frowns. He peers at it with suspicion, then he gasps, astonished, almost dazed. I'll be. This is quite the meeting, if it can be called such under the circumstances. Abelard, you know this man? Do I? I would tell you all about this man, but the words I'd use would be improper for a funeral. This, your ladyship, is Jerrycan Dens, known back in the day as one of the most notorious pirates in the Coronis Expanse. They nicknamed him Jerrycan for his habit of having a jug or two of promethium on hand. He did love burning things. Oh yes, he was a menace back then. How long ago was it? 60 years ago? I was serving my days in the Navy when news came of his latest attack. Runs a hand through his hair. Well, there was a time when the sight of Jerrycan in a coffin would have been enough to make me dance. Quite literally, by the throne, I would have danced a jig on the spot. But now, I don't know. No more jumping into the warp right from under the cruiser's nose, eh, you old beast? Who would have thought I'd be at your funeral? It's very grand for a pirate's funeral. Is this normal for Footfall? Folks on Footfall are known to turn a blind eye to many things, but even the locals aren't so unscrupulous as to honor pirate scum a few paces away from the Legion's residence. But no one has heard of Dens for so many decades. I barely recognized him myself, and I've seen his face on pics a fair few times back then. I assume he retired and started a more or less honest life under a new name. What was it they were calling him? Master Bellardo? Now I remember. Reverend Hieronymus mentioned the name Master Bellardo as one of the biggest donors at the temple. Okay.
Victory awaits!
The distribution of rations has been replaced with additional mandatory prayer sessions. Find strength in
Alright, so we officially have found out who the hell the dead guy is.
Acquisition is possible.
Duty prevails.
The fact that there was a trap sitting there is questionable at best.
We should deal with this.
This place also seems to have more than enough questionable things going on. The tall man who welcomed you at the entrance is shifting from foot to foot and keeps glancing around for the expression. This is an honor, your ladyship, such an honor. Could you spare a minute of your time? I have a request. You never introduced yourself. I'm Dagon Ethio. I was first made on Denz's ship. I mean, Master Bellardo. What did you wish to speak about? Here's the thing, your ladyship. I'll just give it to you straight. I'm sorry. I don't know how to talk to lofty folk. Well, Denz, that is Bellardo, my old friend and boss, died, and he left all he had, and he had a lot, mind you, to this Fidelio. That was kind of rude of him. That's no way to treat your friend. I get it. He left his useless son high and dry, and a good thing too. But his old friend? So I'm thinking maybe you can step in and set things right. Intervene in the matter of inheritance, or I don't know. Who is this Fidelio? I wish I knew. I first heard the name when Denz kicked it. Maybe Fidelio's a whore who put a smile on his face in his golden ears, and so Denz decided to give him the whole kit and caboodle. Why did Denz leave you out of his will? Old age, you know, his head wasn't the same anymore. Yeah, that's gotta be it. It just wasn't too familiar. To fly with him for 10 years and then get nothing for it. Alright, well what do you want from me? You're a distinguished sort. You can muscle in on this. You can talk to the chaplain, he's Denz's executor, and ask about the will. Or maybe you can find Fidelio and have a talk with them too. I mean, who'd want an inheritance that's not rightfully theirs? More trouble than it's worth, if you ask me. And trust me, old Dagon can be of service to you if you need anything. I know lots about footfall and other things. I can help with information, get you some solid leads for a or solid lads for a job. You can use a guy like me. I'll consider it. That's good. That's really great. How did he die? Badly. He went downhill real fast. Just a year ago, he was still living it up, storming the slum asteroids to shoot riffraff and mutants, and then all of a sudden he was done. His old wounds had caught up with him, and he had plenty of those, both from the old days and more recent ones, like when somebody tried to bump him off 12 years back. I think it was. Alright, must take my leave. So we need to find the chaplain.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Not going to try to talk. For you. Ah, the chaplain. May St. Drusus protect you from illness and misfortune. I'm surprised to see a noble figure such as yourself here. Did you know Denz? I mean Master Bellardo. I did. Interesting. I knew he kept secrets even from me, his friend and confessor. Then again, meeting you is not the only secret I've discovered. I still don't know who this Fidelio is, the person who Denz made his heir. Who is this mysterious person? I haven't the faintest idea, and I think that no one present knows either, or 24 hired killers would have already begun a manhunt for this Fidelio, wherever they may be hiding. This is, after all, a significant inheritance, and the other claimants are not exactly pleased at being left out of the will. I can see that you're intrigued. I must say I am too. Ever since I heard of my friend's death, I couldn't stop thinking about the mystery of his will. You have the Von Valancius name and title. Perhaps you can pull more out of the guests here than I could. Here is the only clue I've got. Den mentioned the name Fidelio to me only once. It was a long time ago. He was very drunk. He latched onto my robe and said, I hope that these are his exact words. I owe Fidelio, if not for the repentance. How strange. Are you Master Bellardo's confessor, Chaplain? How could anyone other than you have told him to repent? I didn't, that's for sure. I can't imagine what he meant by that. Thank you for speaking with me. I must go. Okay, so we have a level up. I'm actually rather confused.
Let's move.
Oh, I see. Okay. Master Tactician. Oh, crap, this is a whole friggin... This is a whole new skill tree. Okay. That's pretty heavily detailed. Okay, we're definitely going to go Vanguard for him because he's our tank. I think we will go Arch Militant for you. Pascal. Might go Grand Strategist for him. Yes. Cassia. Vanguard, Master Tactician, or Grand Strategist. She's not a Vanguard. Why not? We'll make her a bounty hunter. I like the concept.
None shall stand in my way.
Alright, now let's check the map. We've got to figure out who on earth this person is. Because if we don't, we are most definitely stepping in on the matter of inheritance.
I did fine.
Oh, he's upstairs. Okay, I'm just blind as a bat. Hieronymus Doloroso. The Emperor protects. The Emperor protects, Reverend, but he protects only those who are pure of heart. Do you think yourself one of them? Be leery of this conviction of yours. Many who have risen to the pinnacle of faith have fallen from it into the embrace of pride, most degenerate. And you must be the young Von Valancius. That name carries weight, and it is a burdensome one, for his reputation suggests that Theodora encumbered it with many a transgression. I wonder Will you seek to shed them, or you will carry them onward, picking them along the way like ripe fruit and savoring their sweet poison? I put my faith in the Emperor. Well then, be twice as diligent, for this sector will seize any chance to test your faith. Greetings, sister. I congratulate you on your return. Was your pilgrimage fruitful? It was, Reverend. Let it be known to you that Theodora von Valancius' ship was attacked by servants of the archenemy, who appall the heart of any righteous soul. And not all of them met a fitting end. Some fled, and more than that, their blasphemous words clearly pointed to this attack being part of a larger design. Reverend Hieronymus, I wish to join the esteemed rogue trader's crew and help protect the von Valancius dynasty from the forces of the archenemy. I am divesting myself of the responsibility of guarding the Footfall Reliquary. Sister Argenta stood by my side during the assault on my ship, and I could use her assistance going forward. Follow the call of your soul, sister. The Footfall Reliquary will be preserved even without your contribution, as it was in all the years preceding your arrival. I know what it is that calls you to follow the rogue trader, Sister Argenta. You seek combat, for it helps you to forget how hollow and worthless our lives truly are. It offers the illusion of meaning. Perhaps you will relinquish this illusion one day, or perhaps you will die before that day comes. Regardless, I wish you luck on your new path. But before you start on a path toward your new destiny, I have a request to make of you and your companion. Many among my flock are from the poorest, most dispossessed people on Footfall. They've brought me troubling news from Footfall's shadow quarters. In the darkest corners where the Legion's wardens do not venture, taint has taken root. Footfall is consumed by profanity, but even here, true heresy, serving the archenemy, is a rarity. The cultists who now dwell in the shadow quarters mark their abodes with a sun inscribed in blue and gold, and perform strange rituals in secret. The weak find solace in believing these reports to be rumors, but I well know that evil lurks all around us, and I wish to see retribution. We will verify this rumor, Reverend. With great pleasure. I almost wish for the rumor to be true. My heart yearns to battle some heretics. This is where I bid you goodbye, sister. Noble Bethany, is there any more you wish to ask me? I'll take my leave. The Emperor protects.
Any challenge for me?
Okay, so we shattered with him. We got that squared away. We need to go to the shadow quarters at some point.
Doubt
we also
is for
still
the
need
weak.
to figure out who the hell this person is. I think we'll head to the shadow quarter first and see what we can do about that. Yes, let's head to the shadow quarter. All right. Rogue Trader, I would like to remind you about Reverend Hieronymus' request. He asked us to search for potential cultist den at Footfall Shadow Quarters. You seemed weighed down by something. What? No, apologies, Rogue Trader. Being here on Footfall is difficult for me. It's a minor personal weakness, but I'm as ready to fight as ever. It will have no effect on my combat skills. If something is troubling you, tell me. Perhaps I can help. I suppose I could share it with you, but the tale will be long and I will have to start from the beginning. I wasn't born in the Expanse. I was sent here to be a guardian of a reliquary on Footfall. But my ship became caught in a warp anomaly, and although it lasted only days for those on board, decades had flown by in real space. When at last I arrived on Footfall, it felt like I had been erased from time. No one was waiting for me on this side of the mall. The people who were supposed to greet me, who knew about my imminent arrival, had died. The reliquary that should have been mine to safeguard had instead been taken under the protection of Reverend Hieronymus and his brethren. They were more than up to the task. They had no need of my help. Footfall became my cage. I didn't know who I was or what purpose I had here. The way back to Calixus seemed like another trap. Even if I were to find a ship headed there, my sector, my order, they too would have lived decades without me by that point. Whenever I'm reminded of those months spent on Footfall, it feels like I'm falling into a pit. I hope the rumors of cultists turn out to be true. I can't wait to prove with my bolter that the world and the Imperium need me. We must keep going.
It's about time.
Shadow Quarters. When I was last on Footfall, I used to take my weapon and wander this area, anticipating an encounter with a mutant or a bandit.
Why are your recollections of this so blue? And the more you talk about it, the darker the blue becomes.
Excellence matters.
This fake door connects to a mine trigger. Oh, I see.
We need to investigate.
Interesting. We are definitely going to investigate.
Follow my lead.
Okay then. They murdered a man and charred roiled him. Well, they charred him alive. Something will have to be done about that.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
I will take you down.
Yeah, you people are gonna have to go. Avalar, let's get you there. Cassia, this is gonna sound painful. This might be a wee bit painful, but we're gonna get you there. Pascal, we're gonna put you here to get you to push. Nadira, we'll put you up here with her. Argenta, let's have you here just in case. And then me, I'll be here. Go! Pascal is first. Here we go. I like
The Unsire knows all, comprehends all. Request approved. My vow is to serve.
Good shit.
am a navigator, not a servitor.
You are indeed a navigator. You're about to teach a lesson.
With a bow painted black.
Ooh, look at that.
If I may,
Suits my purposes. Already done.
Good hit.
Let's get to it.
Stun grenade. Another stun grenade.
Show me what you've got. Time to slaughter someone. Sneaky.
I've suffered worse.
No.
Hold on.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
We're stunned, so we're just roasting at this point.
Here we go. Out of my way. Let's make it quick.
Enjoy your luck while you still draw breath.
Yeah, we're still stunned
Let's
all
get
the way
to it.
through the next. Oh my god.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
Hold on.
Oh,
When it's down, absurd.
Stop it.
got to be kidding me.
Let's get to it.
Curse you, miscreant.
This is how it's gonna end it. We're all gonna die.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
Ooh, boy, oh boy.
Not a problem for me.
I will never understand how it was sniper.
Let's get to it.
We are just getting shredded right now.
I've suffered worse.
Here we go.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Out of my way.
Wow. This is nuts.
My ears are ringing. The healing is much appreciated. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Wow, he just to
Let's
get
make
him
it quick.
situated used up everything I could.
Let's get to it. Hold on. Let's get to it. Here we go. Out of my way. Let's make it quick. Let's get to it. Hold on.
Weak, yet iron knows no
Let's
pain.
get to it.
Failure. Detected.
Jeez. Alright,
To the same end.
Perils of the Warp killed you? Are you... What the hell? Oh my god, Adira. I'm just... I need to find somebody to leave her behind. She is getting me screwed all the time at this point.
All too easy. Opposing me was your biggest
Like,
mistake.
just, it is every time right now. She is just getting me screwed.
Let's get to it.
Here we go.
Like, a screamer of Zeech.
That's something worse.
It's almost as if she herself is corrupted.
I need to do everything myself.
Victory is not an excuse to shirk one's duty.
Out of my way!
I might as well be dead at
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I feel like Abelard is about to have to carry
It
this
will
whole
be done.
fight again because he's Abelard. Alright,
At your beck and target well struck.
Let's make it quick.
I cannot help but think that Adira is.
Hold on.
I really do. She is constantly blowing up.
Here we go.
And we're getting these fucking Z.
Farewell.
This is the second time she's given us
Lost in our ranks.
How could it?
Poor Evelyn.
Out of my way.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let's make it quick.
That thing just
Not my worst day. Yet.
buff yourself, heal yourself.
Field medicine at its finest.
Of course, you have one possible attack.
I will do my duty.
Let's get to it.
Block
Hold on.
an enemy, 7 enemies. Push. And this man
Let's
has
get
to try
to it.
to dodge it all, block it all.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
He took a hit there. Parry.
I'm here, maggots.
Just a minor setback.
Here we go.
I've suffered worse. Time to redouble our efforts. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Out of my way.
Now I'll revert to more conservative tactics.
There's a reason I stopped using Vera earlier, and honestly, I wish I had stopped sooner.
Victory is if I took care of this one. Indeed. Not my worst day. Yet.
This poor man is just screwed.
Let's make it
Better
quick.
if I had Heinrichs.
Let's get to it.
Well, that's the end of it. I just, like, that baffles me completely and totally. Like, I don't understand that at all. I really feel like I can't use Adira for anything but, like, the 1 or 2 buffs that she has. She is just constantly a problem. The fact that she can't do anything without blowing up. I don't know, I will have to figure it out though, one way or another.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Where the hell even are you? Oh no. Okay, no, we've already talked to everybody here. Let's double check our journal. Yeah, so now it's just wanting us to go to the Shadow Quarter. Okay. Okay, that's a positive. Let's go ahead and do a hard save here. And after that horribly painful defeat, I think I am going to call the stream here. It has been a painful end, but I do have a bunch of videos that I'm working on to get up on YouTube. So we're going to pause here. We'll come back to it. It's definitely been interesting. You know, we found out a lot of info. We fought our first space battle, which was actually pretty cool. I wish, or I hope to see a lot more of that in the future. I know the stream's been short, and I'm sorry, but I will make it up to you with YouTube videos. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow streaming again. So don't forget, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button, smash that subscribe so you can see some of these cool videos. And if you're not on YouTube right now and you're viewing through Twitch or Kick, don't forget to hit that follow button and slide on over to the YouTube to check it out. I do content for all kinds of games. You know, we've got Terminator content coming out this week. We've also got one of the older Call of Duty's Infinite Warfare. We have its campaign coming out toward the end of this week and the next week. Lots of other stuff in the works. We've got more Hunt content coming, more Marvel Rivals content coming, and I'm super excited to share that with you guys. And I hope that you enjoy it. So overall, thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel at Lord_G3. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Take it easy.